Hello, friends. Long time no see. It's your girl, Sorrel. It has been quite a bit of time since we have spoken last. I would say greater than about 6 months. If you are new to my channel, my name is Sorrel. I was an 8th grade ELA teacher. They moved me down to 6th grade, but guess what? I transitioned out of teaching. So if you're interested in learning how I did so, stay tuned. So the last time we spoke, I was heavily into my last school year. And the reason why I stopped recording is because things just got really hectic. I taught 8th grade, so they were the seniors of our middle school. They had so many different activities that they had to participate in, and I wanted to focus just a bit more on them. On top of still navigating through COVID, students being out or being, in close contact with family members that had the virus. We had to do hybrid teaching as well, and that got to be very complicated and very convoluted altogether. And I just wanted to kind of shift focus and concentrate on them. Now that the school year is over and another one is soon beginning, I realized just how exhausted I was. So, just to go back just a little bit to see what's going on with me, if the light is fading in and out, it is because I'm in my dining gym office room, and we have a lot of natural light, lots of trees back here, so it's starting to fade in and out. Anyway, oh, it is dark. Okay, that's better. I took off my glasses because I just shifted the focus away from this wonderful patio door onto my desk lamp, and it creates a glare for my glasses. But anyway, last we checked in, I was suffering from herniated disc. I am still on the mend from that, but I am definitely on the mend. I have gone through extensive physical therapy, and each day I could say I feel a little better. It's just a long process. They take quite a bit of time to heal, and so I'm just taking it easy. Ryan is doing wonderful. Kevin is also healing. And speaking of Kevin, this automatically helps me transition into why I have decided to leave teaching. So, as many of you know, or if you're new to my channel, I'll tell you the story. My husband is a COVID long hauler. Back in December of 2020, he contracted the virus and brought it home to me and to Ryan. While Ryan and I healed without any complications from the virus, Kevin unfortunately was not so lucky. My husband has had several complications due to contracting the COVID virus, and he is still to this day healing. Kevin has not worked since December of 2020, and that really has taken a toll out financially on the family and on his health overall, because my husband is 100% a workaholic, and he is 100% a believer in being a provider and helping to support his family. But when we took vows for better or for worse, this is definitely for the worst type of scenario, So, last school year, well, maybe you don't, I tutored privately, I tutored for another nonprofit organization, and I also was in charge of the yearbook. All of that was a very heavy undertaking, and I was extremely exhausted. So this year, I was supposed to again teach 6th grade, a whole new grade. I was going to do the yearbook, I was going to do National Junior Honor Society, teach for the nonprofit again, and then tutor again privately in order just to make ends meet. So that would have been teaching plus like 4 side hustles. No, I would have been exhausted. Coming to the realization that this was going to be my school year, I made the decision after talking with my husband and my family that it was time for me to go back into corporate America and transition out of teaching. But I wanted to transition into something that I could combine my love of tech and then my love of actually education as well. So while I was going and looking for different jobs, like at Amplify, all these different scholastic type of companies, Amplify, Houghton Mifflin, Common Lit, all these different types of educational based companies, it was really hard to get any type of job. It seemed like every teacher was transitioning into this type of field. So I was getting rejected left and right, despite having numerous years of project management under my belt. I definitely could not compete with teachers that have been doing it for decades versus someone who's only been teaching going in her fourth year, but comes from a corporate background and mindset. They just wanted more teachers with more experience. And I digress. It is what it is. So, going on LinkedIn, I made a profile. I kept updating my profile, really getting out there. And then I get a phone call from a healthcare technology company. And for the sake of privacy and confidentiality for my company, I am going to withhold the name. I'm not gatekeeping. It's just that my company also has a government contract. So I don't want to divulge the name of the company. However, my job title is a learning leader, and a learning leader essentially is just like a project manager. I will be helping doctors, nurses, and all types of specialists and hospital workers get acclimated to the latest healthcare technology software and products. And I'm so excited to get started. The best part of this job is 100% remote. I have doubled my salary plus, and I get to travel as well. And I'm so thrilled even about that. Am I thrilled to be away from my family? Not all the time, but I've always wanted a job where I can get to travel just a little bit. And because it's government based, I more than likely will just be staying within the US. But if they want to send me overseas, I'll do it. Anyway, this really just alleviates a lot of stressors that have been placed on the family. My husband doesn't have to feel like he needs to get back to work when he's really not physically able to start working. And we're facing the reality that he might not ever work again. As we go through disability and we go through his doctors, and he has many doctors now, I just wanted him to be okay, because the stress of finances was weighing very heavily on him, and that can really impede on his healing process, both mentally and physically. So I just wanted to make sure that my husband was good. So the real reason why I transitioned out of teaching had nothing to do with the profession altogether. I absolutely love my students. I love the school that I was in. I love my principals. They were wonderful. I loved some of my coworkers. I love my kids more, okay? But I love my family the most, and I will not even blink to think that I would not do this transition over again. So I want to just come on here and tell you real quick what's going on. I started a new job within a week. I've already been onboarded, got a lot of my stuff already ready to go. So come along with me and take this journey along with me and my family into my new role, and we'll talk more about transitioning out of teaching and into the tech world. See you later.